handed you the keys to the car. Since doing that, what's been the message from the coaching staff on what they need from Trey Lance this year?
I mean, nothing's really changed, honestly. I've kind of came in. I came in. My plan was to play at some point when I came in. Obviously, it didn't happen last year, but a couple games. But I've been preparing to play since the day I was drafted. So nothing really changed. There wasn't really like a moment or anything like that. But I'm excited to lead these guys and get this thing going.
And I know that you've got a lot that you want to prove to the organization, moving up, drafting you, giving you the keys to the car. But I'm a firm believer that we always have to prove to ourselves first that we belong in that role. What was that moment for you since the time that you got drafted where you go, kind of just walk back to yourself and go, yep, I belong behind center?
I think once I came back to training camp last year, OTAs was swimming, trying to keep up, rookie mini camp. Once I came back, prepared for training camp and had that time to get away and prepare mentally, I knew that I could do it. So at that time, it was just become more consistent, working on the little things I need to work on.
Last year, you got a chance to play a little bit. What were the lessons that you took from those couple games that you got to play last year that you can really apply this year?
Man, every play was something new. I learned so much, not only the games, but the practices, the walkthroughs, everything, that goes on as a starter versus, backing up Jimmy last year. Those weeks were completely different, and I grew a lot in those weeks of practice.
We talk about most players make their biggest strides from year 1 to year 2. What have you noticed in your game from the time you came in last year to where you are now, where you say, man, I'm light years ahead?
I mean, mentally is the biggest thing. I'm like you said, light years ahead of where I was last year. Last year, again, not swimming during training camp, but knew what was going on. But, this year I can actually pay attention a lot more to defense, pay attention to fronts, defensive structures, things like that. I'm learning a whole lot, and I'm able to kind of know what's going on. And also we got Brian Greasy now as a new quarterback coach, which has been awesome. Him and Clay Kubiak have done a great job. They've been a blessing for me. It's definitely just we see football the same. So it's been a ton of fun to have those guys in the room as well.
So